night.
So, Munchie B is back, man. He is responding to Flakko, and for some reason, 4 extras is in the title. Let's see where this one goes.
But I'm gonna tap on that a little bit, and I'm gonna keep it going on some other, you know what I'm saying, subjects I want to touch on. But I want to get to 300 first. So, you know what I'm saying, we get to 300, and I'm gonna get it going though. So share this up, man, so we get to 300, bro. We get this thing going, and hit the subscribe button. Don't be in here for freeloading. No Inglewood family, nigga. Hit the subscribe button. How many right there, D? Bet. Okay, yesterday, Tuesday show. Shout out Rios. Shout out Les. Shout out Adam. Shout out myself. We was there, and we was gearing up to have a Tuesday show. You know what I'm saying, and a good one. But Poetic Federal thought it was a good idea to tap in.
Adam told him to tap in. Adam told him for sure to tap in for sure. If you don't think that Adam set up Munchie B, you're crazy.
The sound went out or it stopped right there?
No, it stopped. That's the end of the video. 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
Man, that was a bad whatchamacallit. I'm hold on, I'm gonna keep it going. And then I'm gonna double back on this, right? But I'm gonna keep going on what I'm contenting on, right? Okay, look. Throughout this call, right? He throwing low blows, so I'm gonna throw him back.
Flakko was being extremely disrespectful to Munchie B for sure.
Him, you pay for PUSSY, and then if you go pay for PUSSY, no problem. But why pay for what he called an 18-year-old, which I know she's a 17-year-old, right? He say she was 18 years old in 6 months. No, she was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because when Munchie come, I come with receipts, and I come with the full young, right? Now, he had a makeshift DM conversation with her, trying to make it seem like this the first time I talked. That was fake. But she posted her ID on, or throw it up.
So Flakko is Munchie B is making sure that it is exposed that Flakko is allegedly dealing with a girl that is not a woman, but just a little girl.
She posted her ID on her Instagram. Now, this kitty porn as Flakko, you know what I'm saying? So she born November 2006. She born 2006 November, and his whole thing is she wasn't 17, she was 18 and 6 months. That's his thing, right?
If you have to say the 6 months part, it's because you're a creep, bro.
He argued with me. I didn't give her $2,500. Okay, what your price is your price. Cool, all right. And he say, "Oh, I didn't meet her at no jumper." Okay, I say you did, but let's just say you didn't. I say she's a minor. So then she later come and post on her story and throw that up. On her story,
at the end of the day, y'all need to stop putting my name in some ish. Like, be for real, what do I have to do with y'all beef? I have nothing to do. Don't come ask me ish because I'm not blah, 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 blah. All right, got it.
He say, I'm not explaining nothing. You know what I'm saying? We was effing from 2024 to 2025. 2024, she was 17. She was born in 06. Right now, she will be 19. And she will be 20 in November later this year. Later this year. Or is it December? Yeah, okay, November, later this year. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry about it. Months are hard.
You is a predator. I wish the audio didn't mess up earlier. You know what I'm saying? So I could play the rest of it. But I'm going to make it a whole different video so I can just play that whole thing when you was sounding dumb on the phone. And I just made you look stupid on B-Team. Right? But He was on the Tuesday show when he called in. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? He called me a BITC.
Woo, boy, can't spell that word. Goodness gracious, that 5-letter word just whooped his feet, didn't it? Golly, look at that school system. He called you a BTICH? Oh my God, the education that these dudes don't have.
He was on the Tuesday show when he called in. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? He called me a BITCH, whatever. He called me a bitch. He said I'm fraud. She said I was lying. She said I was lying. He said I was lying. Bro, right here on the screenshot, the girl said that y'all girled in 2024, 2025. She's 19 right now. And everybody in the chat know math. You's a greasy neck African that need to go back. I follow Ice on Instagram, and I'm about to start DMing him in a minute. Period.
Who is Ice and why is Ice involved?
But before I get back to Poetic Federal, I gotta touch on somebody else. Cause I'm not gonna take long on this video, although I'm live. Sporty Face.
Here we go. Didn't I been tell y'all that Munchie B had a problem with Sporty Face? I been told y'all.
Who I deemed a good guy, a genuine man. You know what I'm saying? What came across my desk, what is it? You could have called me. No, I'm not calling. And I'm gonna explain why in a minute. But all right, go ahead. Next clip.
But we know because they went to no jump.
He's finna be upset because Sporty Face said that Munchie B doesn't deserve, I guess, mercy or empathy. But Munchie B is not a merciful, empathetic person.
Look for him.
Especially when it comes to talking about Sporty Face's community.
Be going to no jumper. Look for him if he wasn't working at no jumper.
Yeah, so I feel like while like Munchie don't get a lot of sympathy, like for the situation, like you said, like whether he misspoke or not, he should have just not said it. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't wise to say it. You know, and to be fair, bro don't be in his right state of mind a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he actually meant that what he was saying, because I think he just misspoke. But again, you got to take account, you know what I'm saying, for what came out your mouth, and that just be the whole thing.
I don't think this was a good title to my sympathy. I don't want sympathy from nobody. From nobody at all. I clown 4Xers because he wants sympathy for his palm getting blew off. I don't want sympathy for nothing, because anything I get into, any trouble I get into, I'm gonna have to do the time on myself. Any injuries I acquire doing whatever mischief I got going on, I'm gonna have to heal on my own. I have nothing to do with nobody else. I don't want no sympathy.
Now, I can see why he feels like he has to live alone and expire alone. That makes sense.
Nobody. That be these weird ass niggas on the internet that want sympathy. Want sad stories. General Hospital ass stories about a hand getting blew off. I don't give a fuck on IFG. It is what it is. All right, keep going.
Liquor or not, drunk or not, or XYZ or not.
Yeah.
As a man, you do have to be accountable for the things that you do say. But like I said, personally, there are no legal ramifications. We know Munchie wasn't there doing anything that night. We know that for a fact. So Munchie B's not going to jail behind this. Yeah. But like you said, you wouldn't want somebody else to get arrested, and then in their court date, they using shit that you said.
Cause that'd be bad, because that's you. You know what I'm saying?
At that point is when they finna start calling you a snitch.
Yeah.
Well, it's not him going up there testifying.
No. Maybe they say no. If you use that convicted, that's what you're going to be labeled as. That's a fact.
That's real quick, because I'm not from the streets. I'm from the sidewalk, from the hood. I'm from the sidewalk in the hood, not the street, from the part of the hood.
I like that.
You mean to tell me that is the same pedigree? Somebody uses something you said in court to sit.
Yes, that is the same thing as telling. That is the same thing as cooperating. Talking too much is talking too much. If your words, actions, or thoughts lead to somebody else's conviction, you, my friend, are a cooperator. You are no different than the whack 100 you hate.
Someone is the same pedigree of you getting dressed, wearing a suit, going to court, sitting on the stand and pointing at somebody. That's the exact same vein.
So how it works, if say for instance, if somebody was to get arrested for that, and they will go to trial because for sure they feel like they had something, that they was to get found guilty, or they will take a deal on that, a plea deal on that crime. I would say 95% of the people will say that's right, because what you said. And I'm not calling him no means. I'm just saying this is a hypothetical. And this could be to anybody. So I'll use for example. So a lot of these people, they just be.
See, even your boy Sporty Face had enough respect to kind of adjust it and say, well, I ain't talking about him, so let me stop talking about Munchie B and take it to an example aspect. So let's see where this goes.
Talking when they go to jail, they'll put you in they'll like say for instance, if I did something and you went to jail and you talking over the phone like, oh yeah, Spoty Face over a recorded call. Yeah, you didn't tell the police, but you said it over a recorded call, and they gather that information on the recorded call. Even though you didn't go to the courtroom and say, hey man, Spoty Face did this, or you went to the police and said, I got some information that could lead to some arrest and nothing like that. If I was to take a plea deal or I get booked on that, like as far as getting found guilty.
You would say I ratted on you?
That's a fact. The streets,
All right,
that's a violation.
I don't know.
That'd be a violation for you. Now, I don't know if the world know what a Perkins operation is in California. If one of my homies got caught on a Perkins operation,
I don't know. It looks like a goalpost is about to be moved, because I thought that if somebody openly and outwardly says something that got somebody else convicted for any way, shape, form, or fashion, it will be a different situation. You feel me? But it seems like, I guess when we're talking about, favoritisms, then now we got to hear about a Perkins operation. But I've maintained a few different times that right is right and wrong is wrong. Snitching is snitching. It's not. Do not talk too much, because if your words should be used against you, it is a flu flam on your part. If your words are used against somebody else, it's a flu flam on your part. So I don't know about this one.
I'm not deeming him a snitch, bro. He shouldn't have been talking to like a perk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. If you got caught on a recorded,
I keep pushing the little beat button. Is somebody got a PlayStation over there?
Call. I'm not deeming you a snitch. And me saying what I'm saying, I was trolling, and there was no bottle passed, and I'm talking the same shit that Draco talked, nigga. Period, nigga. So there is no ramifications for Munchie at all. So this shouldn't even be a conversation as far as a gang member go, like Spoty Face, because you're speaking out of turn.
Oh, so Munchie B is mad because Sporty Face called him a snitch, basically. Well, Sporty Face didn't even really call him a snitch, actually. And Sporty Face was extremely respectful and diverted the conversation off of Munchie B. So this whole speaking out of turn thing, like he's just super bossed up mafia, Al Capone type figure, is crazy, but I guess. And it's only, again, conversations about things that are on the internet. So speaking out of turn about a conversation you had on the World Wide Web, again, the whole part of the web is worldwide, you feel me? But let me show y'all this real quick. Trap GPT, are you there?
Right here.
On average, how many people use the internet every 5 minutes in the entire world?
Checking. All right, about 6.1 billion people use the internet worldwide. So in any given 5-minute window, it's still billions. Not
so if I put anything
but
on,
that's the scale we're talking about.
So if I put anything on the internet, it's safe to say that I'm putting it out there for billions of people to see it within 5 seconds?
In theory, yes. Once it's public, it's accessible worldwide basically right away. But realistically, only a small slice will ever come across it.
On average, give me a number of how many people will come across it.
Running that. There is no universal number for that. For a typical new post from an unknown account, it might be 0 to a few dozen people. Maybe a few hundred if you've got some followers. Viral.
So let's just say a few hundred people if you got some followers. You put a conversation on Clubhouse. You were on Clubhouse. You were upset. You were inebriated. And you said, F Ralphie the plug. Draco the ruler stuff is no longer on the Wooty Band, blah, 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 no jumper. X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z this. X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z that. And then you said you passed the bottle to the unaliver. You said that. And then you spoke about it again on No Jumper as well as your own channel. Safe to say you wanted a few hundred people to see it, and now you're mad at Sporty Face, who's making a reaction about it, but then had enough respect for you to actually not talk about you and move the goalpost to somebody else. Now he's speaking out of turn, and you're trying to like use the blood. I'm from Inglewood family, so you can't talk about me because you're from neighborhood crib card. But I will also say this, take it back to that episode of No Jumper a few weeks ago, and I said it was a problem between Sporty Face and Munchie B because Munchie B made it clear that the only two real gangsters and the only two real street dudes at No Jumper were him and Young and Hefe. So let's continue into the content.
I want to know if you even had co-defendants before. I'm confused. Or keep going.
Because
it wasn't intentional.
No, it don't matter. That's dry snitching, lie snitching, any type of snitching that leads to a conviction. That's just what it is. Not saying that he meant it like that. That's just what it is. The streets. That's what they would say. If somebody, because it didn't be like, oh well, the stuff that the statement that Dejan, you know what I'm saying, he made, it led to my arrest or it led to my conviction. You see what I'm saying? Like, so they call that third party and all type of, you know what I'm saying? If it leads to a conviction or a plea deal, in the streets, you're not going to be considered good.
Hopefully in this situation, because they had such a public beef, Munchie and Draco, that it could be discounted as, I was just saying some disrespectful shit about him.
For content.
Because,
yeah, I don't...
fuck him, like, type shit, because we had beef, and I didn't... None of that was true. I'm a podcaster, I'm a rapper, I'm an entertainer. He's an entertainer. It was rap beef.
Even the things said on Club.
Hey, look. He said third party beef. A third party snitching is me telling Joe that this happened, and Joe know the complete truth and tell the police the complete truth so I could get off. That's third party snitching, Sporty Face. Now, to Tam.
If Munchie B's situation or this statement were to be used in court, it would not be third-party snitching. It would actually be open source reporting. It's actually what that would be. It would not be third-party snitching. It would be considered open source reporting. That is actually what that would do. When you actually go online and you make general statements and you say certain things to alert or do alert police officers, law enforcement, it's actually open air telling is what it is. Open air reporting.
Exactly. Because Draco was rapping about shit that absolutely wasn't true because he got off on the case because he was innocent. He didn't kill nobody. He didn't do nothing. Nigga, I'm popping my shit like he was. Period. I don't even know why. Dejan, DM me and let me know, did you call him to pull up for this? Or did he call you just to pull up? Or keep going?
Now Munchie B's looking for a beef with Sporty Face. Looking for a reason to be mad at him.
Clubhouse, that's still a form of entertainment.
Yeah.
We do Clubhouse sessions on there. I'm still in entertainment mode. I'm acting as a podcaster and a YouTuber on Clubhouse, on No Jumper, on World Over Money. That's just how I would play.
And
this is content. It's all content.
Yeah, but in hindsight, yeah, conventional wisdom will tell you that'll be a outlet or a way out. But for blacks and Hispanics, that's just simply not I trust me. I've been in these stoops, bro, and I've seen people get arrested and convicted for less.
Damn.
For less. You know what I'm saying? Like, for less. Hearsay. They got something that's called hearsay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now, we do know that, the advice being given and the words being said by Sporty Face aren't wrong, but, sometimes we have a thing where we don't want to hear the message because of the messenger. You feel me?
Hearsay, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, but,
What's your, well, let's react to Flakko reacted. He's gloating.
All right, pause.
Flakko was gloating over the...
We ain't reacting to that PUSSY. But, yeah, I agree. We both witness people get convicted for less. little to no evidence. You know what I'm saying? But by law, hearsay not supposed to be admissible in superior court when it comes to California. When you getting convicted with the state of California, hearsay not supposed to be admissible. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
again, hearsay.
But I'm about to skip to the second.
Hearsay actually is not what it is. It would be open source reporting is what they're confusing this with.
Part of this, and Dejan and you know, Dan and Lake about to keep going on with it, and let's see what they're talking about. Let's go.
Yeah, let me ask you the question again, Sporty Face. Do you think a gentleman from the streets, a street gang member, whatnot, should have off camera, outside of workplace relationship with Flakko?
Outside of work?
Meaning, as soon as we get off camera, and I'ma still call you, I'ma call you tonight and talk to you about woo.
I don't have a problem with it, bro. Because I don't.
So Munchie B is now mad at Sporty Face because Sporty Face has a relationship with Flakko. Got it. Now, personally, me and Sporty Face have talked about his relationship with Flakko. He and I have had this conversation a few weeks ago. And should he choose to have a relationship with Flakko? Or should he choose to have a relationship with Flakko? I don't know, man. What Sporty Face eat don't make me kerplunk. You feel me? If the homie decided that's how he want to do it, if the homie decided that's how he want to live about it, do your thing like a chicken wing, big dog. Have a smoke out in the dungeon with the Mary Jane. Not my necessarily preferred method of doing with things or dealing with things. But if that's what Sporty Face see fit and that's how he want to run about his program, hey, man, go for it.
To me, in my personal opinion, he's what he is.
What?
He's what he is. That's like me telling it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you get down. I just don't have a problem with it because I feel like us as street dudes, we know we have a code of conduct. We know how we supposed to act, and when we violate those rules or we cross those rules and those guidelines, it's things like this that happens.
So you putting accountability on the street dude. You're not putting accountability on Flakko for taking what street dudes are telling him or what he's hearing from street dudes.
All right, pause.
Because otherwise, how did he find out?
Okay, look, the John Paul.
Now, with that all being said, that's literally the exact same thing that Sporty Face said to me. It's literally damn near word for word verbatim what he said to me about the situation with Flakko. You feel me? So yeah, that's how he feels about it. That is how he feels about it. Now, how do I feel about it? It don't even matter because that ain't my relationship. That's his relationship. But yeah, man, that's hey.
He asks about street podcasters after the cameras go off, hanging out with Poetic Federal outside of podcasts. And he said he had no problem with it. Now, if you would have said this 2 years ago, that's something different. Now, today,
if he would have said it 2 years ago when you were saying it 2 years ago, and Flakko hasn't actually distributed any new behavior, Munchie B is a hypocrite, bro. Flacco's not doing anything new. It's just your turn. And now because he's being done to you, it's, well, 2 years ago when I was doing it, it was cool. But now Sporty Face doing it, you can't do it. Munchie B is a person who needs, Munchie B's like that kid who needs everybody in the lunchroom to be on his side. Otherwise, he can't really do anything. He's a really big, dirty politicker. He needed Adam 22 to be on his side yesterday when Flakko was calling. He's mad at Sporty Face because Sporty Face is doing the exact same thing that he did, which was be cool with Flakko. When Flakko was getting into it with everybody and going at all the street dudes and saying street dudes, moms don't deserve any of this and don't deserve any of that, he was the same Flakko, bro. So why are you mad now? Why are you so upset? Because now it's your turn? Because now you're not smart enough to do battle with a 5th grader? Come on, bro. Now you attacking Sporty Face? This is wild.
26 and what's this, July? And you saying the same thing? That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't understand how no person that's a street person can ever say what you saying right now. We seeing what the dude is doing on the internet, and you said that. That's bunk.
But again, he's not doing anything on the internet that he hadn't already been doing. Flacco's not doing anything new. There's no new movements, no new ideas, no new statements, no new anything coming out of Flakko. He's just regurgitating and recycling the same way of getting content and views. Just only thing changing is who he's making the videos about. But the same thing is still going on. He did the same thing with Big U. He did the same thing with Brick Baby. He did the same thing with myself. He did the same thing with ODM Slim. Why? What makes you think that you're exempt? Why do you feel like you're special?
It's crazy. All right, keep going.
And keep in mind, when he was doing it to ODM Slim, Brick Baby, Big U, and myself, Munchie B was right there as a friend.
out about this alleged.
Correct.
How did he find out?
Because he's black, Traveler Ross. He's African Traveler Ross.
How did he find out? And I'm not saying Munchie. How did he? Unless he talked to somebody from the street. How did he find out about this alleged murderer?
So
how did he know about this alleged murderer? Know this alleged murderer name? Anything like that? Unless he talked to somebody from the street.
So that's what
Adam told him.
So that's what I'm saying right now. I don't have a problem with it because I'm not gonna sit up here and get mad at another black man when I don't fucking get mad at the news. When y'all watch the news, I'm not mad at them for reporting.
All right, pause.
But Flacco's, he's a severe
trash. This is not Jenna Silva, nigga, from the news, bro. This is a messy motherfucker that been sued over and over and over and over again. What are you talking about? You don't get mad at the news. He's not a news reporter. Hey, bro. That's bunk as fuck, bro. I don't understand.
You understood when he was accosting the neighborhood Crips. You understood when it was about Big U. You understood when it was about Loose Cannon. You actually had a lot of jokes. You understood when it was about the Marathon Burger shooting. You had a lot of disrespectful things to say about Black Sam. You understood. You don't understand. You're like you're just like a girl with no accountability, bro. Like you like in a horrible relationship. Man, these dudes got to do better. These dudes, like the street dudes in LA, just got to do better. You're going at Sporty Face for nothing. You're mad at Sporty Face for nothing. You want everybody to be on your side. Literally everybody who's on Flacco's side, it seems like you're mad at right now. Come on, bro, grow up.
Bro, that's why I'm losing faith in these niggas out here. I don't get mad at the news. He's not the news. He don't work.
Even a broke clock is right twice a day, so that's debatable.
For Fox, KCAL News, ABC in California. Bro, how the fuck are you saying that? That's trash. And it's disappointing. Nigga, you looking at this nigga as a news motherfucking reporter? Come on, bro. That's disappointing, nigga. Like, come on, bro. Man, bro, we gotta do better, bro. And that's why niggas out of state looking at the California niggas as weirdos, cause shit like this.
Well, it also has to do with things like going to no jumper and then letting Adam 22 put his feet on you, and then letting Adam 22 say, "Get your dead hand off me," and then letting Adam 22 set you up for content 4 different times, 4 different ways. 2 of the times where you had pow on you, 2 different times of you saying that you would never go back, and then 2 different times you went begging back on your hands and knees to Adam 22. That could actually play a big role in why the people in California could be looked at in not the most flattering light, considering the fact that you have the no jumper light upon you, and while you're in the no jumper light is typically used for you to find where to put your nose into Adam 22's belly button.
You looking at this nigga like a motherfucking journalist or a broadcast news a news broadcaster. What the fuck? All right, keep going.
I don't agree.
Munchie B just looks for a reason to hate anybody associated with the neighborhood Crips. That's really all it is. That's really just all it is.
I'm open and honest. I don't agree with his tactics. I don't agree with the shenanigans.
Sound like it.
The extra trolling. Me personally, I'm not with it. But I know what I'm dealing with. This is what type of person you are. So if you a street dude and you got some type of business dealings or you know what I'm saying, type of relationship with him or some type of form or fashion, you should already know. And Munchie has denied this, though. He said he never told him that, he never had that, or was talking about this, but this was Flacco saying, my personal opinion, whoever you are, you should never cross those type of guidelines.
Somebody did it. Somebody told him.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Somebody from the street.
And they filed.
Flacco did.
And they
he didn't just get a random email saying so-and-so did. Flacco don't have a tip line.
I definitely agree, but...
Well, Flacco was engaged in illicit acts with a sex worker from over there.
Oh, so you saying a hoe could have told him this? What kind of pillow talk? First off, what bitch is pillow talking to Flacco? Any bitch fucking with Flacco go fuck, get her a little chilly, and get the fuck out of there.
That's what you think.
Ain't no bitch laying up pillow talking to Flacco. You don't want that shit all fucking night.
Flacco obviously got snacks and food at his house, and when he done, he gonna get up and get in that chair like we saw the picture of. So this bitch is saying that.
Flacco got snacks is crazy.
So what you saying, Flacco? They ain't gonna. He ain't got no little yay over there spending the night.
What I'm saying is, if Flacco,
if he ain't paying.
If Flacco, no. What I'm saying is, if Flacco pick up a hoe off the street, after that nigga bust, and she get her little 40 funky ass dollars, that bitch is out of there. She is not not laying up. And Flacco ain't got no round.
Look at how, okay, Dijon just said something inadvertently. That was a diss. Spoty Face just looked at this nigga like, what?
Flacco pick up a hoe off the street. After that nigga bust, and she get her little 40 funky ass dollars, that bitch is out of there. She is not laying.
Wait, look at this man's face. Nigga, huh?
Laying up. And Flacco ain't got no round 2 in him. I'm letting you know right now. Pause. Flacco ain't got no round 2 in him.
How can you tell?
How you know?
He just ain't got no stamina. He don't have the wind. You can look at Flacco until he ain't got the wind.
I can, but I don't like it.
I said pause.
Man, Flacco ain't
next day.
I don't think Flacco picking up no $40 304, man.
Oh, he got expensive escorts? No, he admitted to
buying chicken from Munchie B.
girls. Popeye's chicken for an Inglewood prostitute.
Popeye's chicken for an Inglewood prostitute as well.
So that's how he's getting the intel.
Oh, so it's the streetwalkers. Okay, I apologize, Flacco. I thought it was hood
All right,
niggas calling your phone, telling you street.
Hey, look, bro. I'm gonna do a podcast. It's gonna be me plus 3. Me and 3 of the homegirls from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I play these clips, even when he said what he said in this right here, they'll be highly offended. The homegirls like, we not effing that. I ain't talked to him about this. I could just say they go be like, what, nigga, what? Stop playing, bro. Inglewood bitches hit different. Now, my thing is, it seemed like how this nigga Sporty Face caping for this nigga Poetic Federal. Oh, man, all right. Keep going. We almost done. Go, keep going.
Street business. It's them Popeyes. These bitches. Yeah. I'm a church's hoe myself. But that's what's up. They got better biscuits. Let's get back to the content.
Now realize he
All
is
right, pause.
done. Now
It's a wrap, right? Y'all heard it. Dijon said he a church's hoe. He want church's chicken with some biscuits, you know.
Damn. So now Munchie B got problems with Dijon. Now Dijon is a 304. Golly. Now he mad at Spoty Face. Man. Angry little bird, isn't he?
Whatever. But hey, look, bro. I'm trying to figure out whether you far removed or not as a rolling 40 crib, how you think it's cool after what you
see how he always try to take it into gang banging and all that kind of stuff. As a rolling 40 crib. Now you're actually speaking out of line. Because this is not a gang situation. You feel me? You are upset because you went online and you weren't smart enough to not say things. And now you want everybody to not talk about what you said online. Now you want to, as a rolling 40 crib, as a rolling, you're actually the one that's not in space of somebody speaking on things that they should be speaking on, because this isn't a gang issue. You should have been saying the same thing as an Inglewood family blood. You were friends with Flacco. As an Inglewood family blood, you sat around and you pacified this same shit. You feel me? What's the difference? 2 years ago, you were Team Flacco. Oh, he brought me under no jumper. I don't got nothing to say about him. You was big meat eating him. So now it's a problem? I don't understand.
and witness with this man's behavior, you think it's cool to hang out with him on your spare time. It's crazy, diabolical, right?
You see the manipulation of the words? You see how Munchie B's twisting and flipping Spoty Face's words?
And this is this is where my problem come in at, right? Silence is a sign of confirmation. So if it's Brittany and Brandy right there, and I say, Brandy, you a weak ass hood red ass bitch, I know and everybody know, and Brandy standing right there and don't say nothing, like, it's confirmation. I'm hearing that this bitch ass nigga Whack 100, because I didn't go listen, said that he knew I wouldn't answer to him, so he sent somebody to tell Sporty Face to ask me, have the police question me about Draco the ruler. And then Sporty Face asked me, and I said, oh, no, ain't no. Nigga on Inglewood Family, ain't nobody ever asked me nothing like that. He didn't for sure. So, now, I was patient because I heard this days ago. Everybody heard this content with this weird ass nigga, but me, I just heard about it and I'm going off what I heard. But I'm saying,
because we damn sure know you didn't see it.
if you heard this shit, you're a content creator. Somebody said you said something that you didn't say. Why not clean it up? That's what I want to know. Cause Sporty Face ain't never asked.
Who is Munchie B to where Spoety Face? Does somebody know anything that I don't? Does somebody know something about like Munchie B in reference to Spoety Face that I'm not aware of? Who is Munchie B that Spoety Face has to clear up anything to him? Am I missing something? Am I not aware of something? Did I not? Was there a meeting that I missed? Can somebody help me?
Ask me no motherfucking question like that in my motherfucking life. If I got a question about any police, and if it ain't none of his motherfucking business, bro. But he never asked me no shit like that.
Oh, you know what? Okay, here's what's going on. Okay. There it goes. We see what's going on here. That liquid courage. Okay, got it. We see what's going on here.
So that's why I'm pissed off. It seemed like you capable for
Oh my God, you guys, Munchie B's mad.
Poetic Federal. I think you and T Real and Poetic Federal trying to do a bunk ass show that was gonna be bunk anyway. And what happened? What happened with the show? I guess you and Poetic Federal they kissed and made up, and who the fuck's supposed to ask me about who I got questioned by? That's what I want to know. Now, nah, nigga, I ain't calling nobody. Oh, you should call. Fuck that. Hey, I want to. You ain't.
Munchie B knows that if he calls Spoety Face and he said any of this to him, it would not work out well. It would not work out well. I doubt that Spoety Face would engage in these crazy conversations. I doubt that Spoety Face would engage in the content, but it would not go well if Munchie B decided to get outside of his body and do that.
Start up your channel in a minute. Respond to that and respond to the people. Is Whack lying or not? Did he ask somebody to ask you to ask me? Did I get questioned by the police about anything, nigga? People always just stop playing with me. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. Now you think it's cool to kick it with this nigga outside of work after what you done witness? That explains why niggas from 40 think it's cool to fuck with producers that put the nigga X4 in jail.
Oh, now you dissing the 40s? Yeah, it's going far. It's going far. I'm not sure what this guy's problem is, but sheesh.
And going to court on them, and they still filming the nigga videos and making beats for him. It's weak, nigga. I ain't go a family. Bunk skunk. I don't give a fuck, nigga. 92nd Street, nigga. So make a video about that.
So remember when I told you guys Munchie B hates anything to do with the Crenshaw District and or the neighborhood Crips, and you guys were like, no, Trap, you're just a hater. Nope. It started off with him throwing his little shots at me, but y'all don't like me. So you'll just say that I'm hating on a blind person who can't see, that collects an SSI check, that doesn't have an education past the 3rd grade level, who never got any type of retribution for his homies taking his sight. Why would I hate on that? But what is it now with Spoety Face? What is it with 4Extras? What is it with Crip Mac? What is it with Spider-Loc? Munchie B does not like anything that comes out of the Crenshaw District. Anything that comes out of the Crenshaw District, anything that can be associated with the neighborhood Crips or anything like that and blah, 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 whether it's gang-related or not, he will turn into a gang-related situation. You feel me? Here you have a podcast issue that Munchie B is now talking about the 40s and dissing the 40s. And it's just a situation where Spoety Face was sitting on camera with Dijon Paul talking about a non-gang issue, an issue that was not gang related, and here we are.
Nigga, I'm only calling it to niggas that deserve that respect. Like, hey, what's going on? Because I waited for days after I heard this bullshit.
Keep in mind though, Munchie B has said, weeks ago that he didn't respect Spoety Face and said that he wasn't the real one, only him and Young and Hefe was.
That Wax said, and didn't nobody speak out, said that ain't true. So fuck that. Inglewood family. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Hey, and let me see. And save the super chats to the end. I got another segment to this. I'm going back to Poetic Federal. Right?
Sorry, words are hard.
Him and his accomplice, they get sued up the ass.
So we finna get up out of here to the next one, man. This moment of hostility and emotional unintelligence was brought to you by Cutwater. For all your drink needs, shop Cutwater. Lime margarita is apparently the flavor of the day. With that all being said, man, red dots to the left, you know the rest. We go.